Hello everyone guys, and in today's video I'm gonna show you a chess game that Andrew Tate's father played, Emory Tate. So he was an international master and a very strong player. He had a brilliant mind and did amazing moves like I'll show you in today's game. So let's just begin. So in this game Emory Tate was playing in the white pieces against the national master, and Andrew Tate was rated at the time 2400 and was a very strong player. So let's see how this game goes. So Emory played e4, his opponent responded with c5, the Sicilian defense. Emory Tate now played knight to f3 and d6, this is Sicilian, d4, and pawn takes, knight takes, knight to f6. This is called the open variation in the Sicilian defense. So now knight to c3, defending the pawn on e4. a6, now a6 threatens to start b5 and to develop this bishop. So you can also play a4, but Emory Tate played bishop to c4. Bishop e2 is also a good move, but he played bishop c4, preparing to castle. Now, if let's say for example play right now b5, then bishop can go to d5, and this rook would have to go somewhere, so it will not be so good for black. So first his opponent played e6. Now Emory Tate retreats the bishop to b3. Now b5, threatening b4 and attacking the knight that is guarding this pawn. So bishop g5, pinning this knight. So bishop e7, now the pin is no longer available and black prepares to castle next move. So queen f3, with different ideas of pushing this pawn and winning the rook. So the opponent responds with queen c7. The idea being that now e5 isn't like very available because bishop b7, and after you run away with the queen, he will just take a free pawn. That is the main idea. So Emory Tate castles on the queen side, and his opponent castles on the short side, on the king side. Now e5. Now his opponent takes, and right now you can take the rook because after bishop b7 and queen to f7 you'll just lose your queen. So this isn't available right now. So Emory Tate simply takes the bishop or the knight on f6. The bishop, his opponent responds with bishop to f6. Now he sacrifices his piece first to gain some tempo, because let's say the queen is very open, and it's common sacrifices in the Sicilian defense to open the queen side with sacrifices on b5. So now if he takes, then you can just take the queen and you can run to a3 and run somewhere. So this isn't a good option to take. So his opponent just proposes to trade queens. So now Emory Tate goes knight to d6, forking these pieces and somewhat forcing a queen trade. So they trade their queens, and this knight is very strong here on d6. He controls a lot of squares, and you'll see how this knight ends the game in a very brilliant way. So bishop d7 is played. He wants to develop his bishop. Now this knight goes to the center and strengthening the position, strengthening this knight and attacking this bishop. This knight is also very strong. It's called an octopus knight because in the center a knight controls a lot of squares, as you can see. So bishop c6, he threatens to on this diagonal and to maybe take this pawn, but here is the big mistake. Bishop c6 is a very big mistake that now allows Emory Tate to do a brilliant combination, starting with knight f6 check, g takes f6, and now the top g file is open, and now Andrew Tate goes rook g1 check, king moves to h8, and here you can find the moves by yourself. So Emory Tate does the brilliant move, knight take a7 check, king can't go anywhere now, so his opponent resigned in this position, and I'll show you why. Because if you take the knight, then rook d8 check, bishop must cover, rook takes e8 check, rook f8, and rook takes f8 checkmate. So that was a very brilliant game of Andrew Tate's father, Emory Tate, and you can clearly see why Andrew Tate also loves chess. And I hope that you like this game and you learn something from it, and please subscribe to my channel.